WooCommerce variable products, how to track them correctly. I'm Christian Stoichescu from PixelYourSite, and this is a variable WooCommerce product, as you probably know already. They added this option right here, default form values, where you can configure which variation should be pre-selected when a page of a variable product is visited. So this will be pre-selected even if the visitor didn't select any variations. Now, this is important, and because of this new option, we made some changes in the way our plugin PixelYourSite works. And this is PixelYourSite, this is our WooCommerce page. And here you have options for each tag ID. So each tag has various options for the way we track IDs for normal products, variable, simple products, all the products that you have on WooCommerce. And here, if you open the options for Facebook, for example, you can say treat variable products like simple products. It means that regardless of what variation is in the cart, selected, purchased, we will always send the main, the parent ID with our events, and we will always send the parent title for such products. But if you keep this option disabled, we can select and identify the variation data. And here there is this toggle for product pages, track the variation data when a variation is selected. What does it mean? So by default, with this option turned off, we will send the parent data when we track a variable product page. So this is usually an event called view content or view product for some other tags. So this event, with this option turned off, will track the parent data, which is fine because Meta, Google, all the platforms that we have support for understand when there is a variable product and there is something called product group ID. It depends on each platform, but it works in the same way. All variation have the same product group ID in the catalog, and Meta is able to tell, okay, this product is related, we have all these variations. So it works when we send the parent ID with our events tracking product pages. However, you can also enable this option, and in this case, when a variation is selected, so when this option is configured, or when the user lands on a URL that pre-selects a variation, we will use that variation ID instead. So not the parent product. And you can do something else, even more. You can configure the plugin here, track product pages under recommended events, to send an event when a variation is selected. It's a little bit different because it means that if the user starts to select a variation on the product page, like size and color, for example, we will send a view content event with the ID of that variation. So we will track correctly every time a variation is selected. If I change the variation on the page and I say, well, I don't know, green instead of blue and some size, I will have another event. This event will fire only when an actual variation is selected. So if my variations need color and size, it won't fire if I select just the color, because there is no variation with green. It needs size as well. So it will be color and size in this example. You might have other options for your variable products. Very important, you won't be able to see these extra view content events fired when a variation is selected with the browser testing tools, so Meta Pixel Helper. They are not visible there. However, you can confirm that they work testing with the native tools like Events Manager Test Page or the test tools for Pinterest and TikTok. So these are not visible with the browser testing add-ons. And another thing to consider, if you turn this on, you will have a larger number of view content events, because users might change the selections, select different variables, and so on. So your event count for view content will increase significantly. This should not be a problem. Dynamic ads, dynamic retargeting will work, because every time we send an event, we send the ID of a variation, so Meta or Google will know which item to promote dynamically, because they have the ID correctly. I recommend using this setup. It makes more sense. I think it's more advanced and sends better data about the intent of your visitors. In order for this to work, you need to have this off and this on. So if you enable this one, that event won't work. We simply ignore variations. And if you disable this one, again, that event won't work. So they are both required. We have such options for every tag we support, and for Google GTM as well. If you don't see these new options, update PixelYourSite and you will see them. We recently introduced the new option to fire a view content event every time a variation is selected. I'm Cristian Stoicescu from PixelYourSite. This is our PixelYourSite professional plugin. Like this video, share this video, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.